Hi, before we start this video, I've scripted only this part just so I don't ramble too much and don't waste your time. This is the deluxe version of Stanley Parable, not the original. I do not have a playthrough of the OG game. This is just for the new endings. I highly recommend getting this game for yourself though. It's really good. It's 30% off for people who already have the OG game, but it's limited time only, so hurry while it still lasts. Okay, enough of me. Enjoy my sane ramblings into a voice in the sky. Okay, so it should be this door? It's 114. At least I think. So 115. So extra content should be right here. So I guess we just need to reset the game multiple times. Okay, it's not really appearing for me. I don't know what to do. Do I have to play the game a couple times? Maybe I do. Maybe I think I have to play through the game. So I mean, let's try and get another ending. I like how I commented.
Wow.
Like,
yes, this room.
Shut up.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ah, yes, this room. But eager to get back.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yes!
I realize that, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I died.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah.
Already this was uncomfortable, and
What?
Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Okay. The text has changed. That's good. That's a good sign. That means there are multiple endings now. So, we're gonna keep playing through, and we're just gonna keep going. I recall this ending being a good one, I think. It wasn't.
What do we want?
Oh no,
What are
not
we
this
looking for?
ending! No, I hate this one because this is depressing.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh. What the? Hello? That was weird. Wow, it's quiet. It's too quiet. Poggers! Alright, we got new content, boys!
Oh, new content?
Yeah!
What does that mean, new content?
Well, narrator, if you haven't heard, well, there's been an update. Ooh. Where are we going, narrator? Whoa. What is this? Narrator?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Whoa.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yeah! We get to explore together! Awesome! Alright, let's go, let's go!
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yeah! This is gonna be fun!
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yay! I'm so glad he's excited for this. Yay, let's do this! New content!
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley.
Yes! Yes! Oh. New content? What the?
All right, let's see. It's... the jump circle?
We can jump! Jump, 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 jump. Jumping jack's good for your health! What is... Can I not jump anymore? Aw. What a riff! We can jump for about...
Is that it?
I guess.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Yeah, like what the hell? Okay, the content.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Yeah.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
There's gotta be something new here. What?
That's it? Oh,
That's
you've
it?
got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Yes!
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
But... oh, shit. Ah! What? Huh? Narrator? What's going on? What? Whoa, what is this place?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
In the vent? Okay. Alright, I'm following.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What? Narrator! What?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
What?
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Yo, dude! This is awesome! This is beautiful! Look at this! Oh my gosh!
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Zone. Oh my gosh. This is cool. Alright, well, National Geographic! You know me well! Look at that. Wow. Can I just say the music? Oh my gosh, yes? The isn't that the demo? That's the demo, isn't it? This is this is pretty.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
But that can't be true. Narrator, you're like the god of this world. Can't you make content? You can strive to be much more than these people. Minecraft! Dude. What's this? The smiley face button!
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
He has a point, though. He really does. And that's kind of upsetting.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Maybe we can.
Wait,
here.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Narrator?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
What the hell? What? This is nuts! Where are we? We're in the memory world. I forgot. See, you can't trust me with memory. But, oh, that's an up one. What?
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Not recommended.
Well, the idea for the game is good. For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No!
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
Yeah,
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No!
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Well, you can't please everybody, right?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
What?
A skip button? Well,
Really?
yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then
No,
maybe
no, no,
letting
no,
you
no,
skip
no, no,
ahead
no.
for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
No!
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only
No!
positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
No.
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
No! That's horrible idea! Shit.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
No!
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
Oh, God.
The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is. So
It
on and
makes
so
you
forth,
happy,
until
narrator.
inevitably... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
No!
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination
Be strong,
and
Smiley!
more of a
Be
treatise.
strong for him!
Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay,
Sure.
so my
2 hours later.
having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made,
6.5 hours later.
in fact make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite. You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you
But
at the
he's
same
driving
time
me
by virtue of the
insane.
fact that
Fuck
treatise
it.
label. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But
Sorry.
that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
Sorry.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
What?
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Shit.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go
I am.
anywhere other than the skip button.
Shit.
There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
Sorry.
Please, I'll take... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12 hours!
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room.
Fuck.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Fuck.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you?
I don't know.
I've been thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are.
Exactly.
What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone's ever said. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness.
How long?
I have someone to talk to again.
How long has it been?
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Shit.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
No!
Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know...
Narrator?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months.
Sorry.
I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All
Narrator?
of them collapsed down into a single instant.
See you in 5
that
years.
Instant,
Narrator? Narrator? Oh, shit. Narrator? Oh, I hate this. He's not talking anymore. Do I click the button again? Was that a train? Fuck. I'm sorry. Ow, 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 ow. Ow! Stop! Stop beeping! Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit!
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart.
Narrator? 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 What's going on? I'm genuinely scared now. Okay, so, what I thought I heard... Okay, so, what I thought I heard when that whole beeping happened, I thought we were, like, quite literally skipping so much in time that I thought the narrator was literally dying on us. Like, the heart rate monitors, right? That's what I thought I was listening to. And I got so fucking scared because I'm like, what the fuck? Oh gosh. Okay, well, he's not talking, so...
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
We are going insane! We are going insane! Are we flooding? Gosh. What the fuck is this? What? Narrator? Oh, I hate this. I am scared. Whoa! The narrator isn't talking anymore, which is worrying me. I wonder if I can grow a tree and I can get the hell out of here. Going on? This is straight up turned into a horror game. What? Oh! Can I leave? Oh, good Lord! Narrator? Oh my God! What happened here? Okay, so the time continued so damn much that we have pretty much just passed the end of the world, I think. Are we gonna die? What the? Was that the end? Oh my fucking gosh. Okay. Oh. New content. What? Okay.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Yes. I'm just so glad you're back. I missed you so much, dude. Okay. At least we skipped through all that. Okay. What do you have to show me?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark. and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
What? What the
Yes,
hell?
you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I mean, I guess, but not really.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
I guess so. This is pretty. This freaking update, man. Like, holy shit. Alright, we going this way? Okay.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
New content. Will this open eventually? I wonder. Alright, well, let's go check out this new content that you are developing, my dude. Whoa! Dude, you've been busy!
Go on, try out some of the new features.
Fuck, okay! Shit. Let's do it then. Please, those screenshots? I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, fuck. Where do we start? This place is huge. Collectibles. Okay. What the hell? Was that us? Is that Stanley? Fucking infinite hole. It won't end. Okay, I have a feeling. Get it here? I guess. Hold the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours today.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yeah.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yes! So that one achievement that's near impossible to get?
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Okay. Alright. Let's go check out some other shit then.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Oh, we got the jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Damn it!
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's over here.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
Oh.
Which would you go with?
Get well someday or happy 12th birthday, Stephanie's. These are both great! I like the... I love them both. Alright, I'm gonna pick this one.
You know,
like
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
You know what?
Or actually,
You do you.
maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on. A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Oh, there it is.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the
Did you
bucket
just swear?
is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Narrator sweared. Okay. I guess. First of all, why? But second of all, sure.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, I'm gonna keep it, so thanks. Look at this. Look at this. So cool and shiny. I like it.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Amen, brother. Amen. This bucket. It is a gift from God himself. What other things do we got in here? Let's go in here. What is this? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Yeah.
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Ooh, what's over here? I haven't checked this out yet. What's this?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Sure. Let's pick up the collectible. What? Collectible. Can you find them?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh my gosh, I'm out of here. I'm just gonna take my bucket and leave.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, what's this? What do you got here, narrator?
Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold
just
on.
like my
Let me
bucket.
do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a
Hey.
coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Aw.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Yeah.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What? Whoa. Holy shit! Yo, this looking fire! Let's do it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hold up.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427, and Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
It's the second! Okay, we're back. Most likely I have cut this out, or cut the,
All of his
main thing out,
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I guess we have a sequel, but,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes! The bucket of reassurance! Oh, hi Karen. I am comfortable. I am safe.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck? I wanna go to the left and see what happens. I'm very... what one do I pick? Bucket.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Yeah!
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I like that. That's funny.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
But I want to do it long. We're gonna go do it long.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
What
the cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, Mr. Bucket, whatever you say.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
You can't tell me what to do, Bucket. Even I don't listen to you. You can't tell me what to do. Narrator, I need you back.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley,
What?
how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless...
Where?
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
What?
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So
Okay.
much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Why do I need to know
Step
this?
in here for a moment.
Fucking okay. Oh. What the fuck?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple
Okay.
enough, right? This should tell
Sure.
us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay,
Okay.
let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
It can hold things. That's technically a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Okay.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I'm very tempted to say yes. I want to say yes, just because. To fucking. Yes, this is a bucket.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought
Yes.
this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
But yes, that's a bucket. Isn't that what buckets look like? Mr. Bucket, this is a bucket, right? This is your cousin.
Correct. This is a bucket.
What? Okay, sure, why not? It's a bucket,
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
not a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What are we doing here?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I
Yes.
don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we
Yes.
both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Nothing is a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Are we a bucket? We don't
Stanley,
know.
I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Oh no.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Aw.
Okay, here we go.
Bucket? Oh.
What happened?
Oh,
Is
no.
everything gone? Why
Oh,
did
no.
everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Oh no.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
I was right.
God, I had no idea.
Oh
How
my
could-
God.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And
We're
you,
both not
Stanley,
buckets.
you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
We're not
This is
buckets.
wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Oh my God.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Oh,
So,
no.
tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Yeah.
Who knows what that information might do to a person?
I'm gonna tell
Alright,
my mom
here we
about
go.
this. Hold on, I'll be right back. And so, Smiley went on to tell her mother that everything in the entire world was a bucket. She did not believe her.